Hey everyone, and welcome to Gadget Talk. What are you shaking your head no for?
No, nothing.
All right, so welcome to Gadget Talk. Oh, Chad, I know it's been crazy for
Oh,
me. I know it's been crazy. I know you've been kind of a little bit under the weather.
yeah, all weekend. I almost this morning I was thinking, oh boy, I might tell Derek that I can't do the show tonight, but I'm good.
All right, so if we cut short, that's the reason why. Because we're both really busy. I'm really tired. Jess isn't feeling well as well. Jess has been under the weather for the last 3-4 days. So yeah. So we're just life is happening. I still got something built today for tonight, so we'll be able to show that. Hope everybody's been having a great time. I'm kind of excited. I don't know. This one's a little bit different. I'm kind of excited about this one. I don't know if it'll ever make it out, but was fun kind of putting it together. So, but I want to see here. Let's see. We got Tom, of course, coming in from Selma, Texas, with us. Darren coming in from Australia. So,
Australia.
welcome. It's Monday for you. Pizza Ninja coming in from New York. Chandra, I'm here in Memphis. So,
Yes.
Quincy. Oh, go back to Shannon real quick. So they announced, Chad, November 4th, the new escape room here in Memphis is opening up.
I saw it. I saw the announcement.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Jurassic Park themed. It's going to be awesome. Curtis is excited. He was just about through the roof when I showed him the announcement on that. So super excited to go do that. That opens November 4th, so just in a few days. Let's see. We got Quincy in here as well. Audie's coming in from Kansas. MacGyver and Flo from California. Geo Tribe 5. Hello. And the Force Awakens. So, all right. So we got quite a few people in Florida. Right. So we got quite a few people coming in. Welcome. And yeah, we're going to be kind of going over the kind of what we discussed last week. Yeah. Shandram says, come do it. So
I would love to next year.
Yeah.
You know, it's hopefully that'll be on the list for everybody who's going to go to Cash Fest this next year. It should be a blast.
I hear it's really big.
The new escape room?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear it's like the biggest room they've ever done. Of course, Shannon can tell us more since he's the head carpenter on there with them. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm really excited about that one. But yeah, coming out Cash Fest, Memphis Escape Rooms. We're gonna hopefully get back with them and work with do some more stuff with them for Cash Fest this year. At least, if anything, getting some discounts for everybody that's coming to town. So because we wanted a little bit different experience, so we don't want to do everything the same way that we did last time. So there may be some things that might be similar, some things that won't, but we'll see what we do with Cash Fest this year. But tonight we're going to be going over kind of the spooky gadget creative cash builds that Chad and I have been working on. Or have worked on, and maybe see where we're at in the stages of it, if we're not completely done, or where we're at on it. But we're just going to go over that. But before, of course, we get to any of that, we got to go ahead and take care of our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, and then we'll get taken care. I'll show you. You want me to go first on this one, Chad?
Yeah, go ahead. You're actually pretty much have yours almost finished, and I'm in close. So.
All right, so then we'll go over, well, then I'll show mine. But let's take care of our sponsors. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today.
Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Right in the Rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who'd rather go caching than doing cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today. Okay. So here it is. Here's the spooky cache. Yeah, I actually went with wood, believe it or not. This is actually cedar. This is cedar planking. Hey, Jade, if you want to go ahead and I can't reach my mouse with the sand. We can go ahead and
You want me to here? I can get you
okay,
here.
yeah, we go full screen on this. So
There
cedar
we go.
planking. Now, this, as you can see, this was kind of a template, so you can kind of see like where it says side here. These were templates that I was using for different builds, but I had it laying around. I didn't want to go and just want to kind of repurpose it because I don't know if I'm going to use this template again for some other stuff. But the thing is, when I did the piece inside, I had to switch it up. So this was, if you actually see here, it says back. So originally it was the back. So I went in and did latches instead of hinges on this one because I have it at a 15-degree slope, the roof here. And of course, with the slope, the way it's met, it wouldn't open out. So, but I thought it would be kind of fun to, if they had to undo both latches anyways. And then when they open it, there it goes.
Nice.
So it opens and then it'll run out in a second.
So that's great. And then your logbook then is inside the bubble cover there.
Right. The logbook's going to be right in here.
Nice.
So this is all just gingerbread. Of course, when they open it up and it's going off, because there's a photo sensor or a light sensor up here in the top, up here. So, but when it's actually going off, they'll sit here and try and flip this switch, and it's not ever going to go off. So, I mean, it's really easy. This one is really simple, real simple build.
Now, I don't remember. Did you add that photo or that sensor?
Yes, I did.
You did,
I added that. So I kept the wiring for the way it was set up for demo. And that way it takes the latch out of here. Now, if I ever wanted to go and change it, I could pop the top of it off. I have it right now. I just have it pinned in. So I could actually come in and do some screws. And there's some gaps I want to go back in and fix anyways. So I'm going to end up taking that apart. But it's all just simple brads in there right now, holding it in place so I can go back and easily redo it if I need to. Or change the battery. So because I have it in here pretty tight. It can kind of move around a little bit, but they can't lift it up the way it's set in there. And then I used some dowel rods. I can see if I can pull this out. The way I latched it in here, there's just some dowel rods in here where the tubing just fits in there. Now, one thing, these do spin, but it's not there because the housing is so tight, or maybe it's the way the tubing is going. They don't spin anymore. But the lighting and this, I think, and yeah, I'm gonna use the pun of this sheer shock factor when they drop that door.
Yeah.
Of it just all of a sudden something's going on. I think that would be a lot of fun. Before show, it was catching where my hand slipped and the door came down and my lights in here hit it and it was hitting that photo sensor was going off before I even had the door off. So, but real simple. Like I said, this box was given to me, but it was from Big Lots and it was for $15. But if you try and look on Amazon, they're running like $120. So like I said, I don't know if this will actually make it out because to replace that would be expensive.
Yeah.
So, but it's just kind of a fun aspect, fun little thing. But that's kind of a spooky, it gives you kind of a spooky idea. Now, if I could change some stuff if I wanted to. So, because I know there was some suggestions of actually putting the photo sensor like in the box here. So it wouldn't actually activate till they opened that. So that would be a real simple change because all I have to do is just add a little bit more wire to the photo sensor and just run it back behind here and just have it inside. So that would be a real simple change that we could do. I don't know. Like I said, that might be kind of fun to do because then it's like they open it up and like, oh, this is kind of cool. They flip it. Oh, it doesn't work. But when they get freaked out when they open up.
I like that idea. I like that idea. That's pretty cool.
So there's like little changes that we could kind of do with doing that. So like I said, it's just a real simple photo sensor. And all I did was the 2 wires because it was just actually I have it right here. It was just a real simple just switch.
Momentary switch?
Momentary switch. Thank you. I forgot it momentarily. Yeah, it's just a simple momentary switch. So just by connecting the 2, putting the photo sensor in there, just connect that circuit, causes it to work. So real simple, real easy way of bringing this to life.
That's nice. Good job. That looks great. You're way further along than I got. So
well, it would have taken me longer if I hadn't had the templates, but it probably took me only about 45 minutes to an hour to put it together. Now the where the logbook's going to go, that was like $7.50. So not too bad. And I picked it up at Lowe's. So real simple to pick that up. And that was basically it. So and like I said, that's cedar planking. So if it did go out, it would do well. So
well, it looks like we got Roomba Cats here joining us late, but at least he's here, right? That's important.
Sorry.
What?
No, I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
Shannon sent me something. Shannon says, sent you some beans.
I see that. And then Railroad is here, joining late as well. But we saw him down at CoinFest as well. So always nice to see him. And then Seaback Tribe, we didn't mention earlier, she's in Seaback, Washington. So she's on. She actually is doing her community celebration event.
Oh, cool.
With 3 portable escape rooms, basically 3 suitcases that you have to work through. So that sounds fun. That'd be a fun event to go do. That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It sounds really cool. Wow. Shannon, can I show that? Let me know in the chat.
They're beans. Got to spill them.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to or not because of being in the area and that kind of stuff, or is that just for me? So
yeah, no worries.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that looks cool though. Oh, okay. I got it. I got a green light.
Do that.
Okay, because it doesn't really. It just shows something. Let me see here. All right, so find which one I need. There it is. Okay. All right. Just spill some quick beans.
It's gonna be tough to see if you're listening, so it'll be better if you watch it.
Yep. What you're seeing there is a dinosaur. That looks awesome. That looks absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. Like I said, it's Jurassic themed. He doesn't look too scary.
Cool.
No, he looks like a friendly dinosaur. I don't know if he is, but he looks like a friendly dinosaur. So
that's fun.
awesome.
I'm excited to do that.
I am too. That's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't actually done an escape room since Cash Fest, but we did 3 that week too. So, but I'm jonesing for one. I'll tell you that much right now. So yeah, there's a couple there I want to do. So
great.
All right. I bet I'll back on kind of a spooky thing. I wonder if Jester's Revenge is probably really popular right now at the escape room. That's one of their. It's a clown, circus clown.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
That's one of the few that I have not done. I'm wondering if that's really popular right now. So
probably.
So, all right.
Their escape rooms. I've been impressed with how busy they were. So I've been to a lot of escape rooms, and they're consistently busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. You ready to kind of go over what you got? I keep hearing this boo sound.
Oh, yeah. I keep opening it up. I can't hear it because my earpieces are in, but anyway.
All right. You ready for me to share the build cam yet or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So last week we had the coffin here, and that's what you keep hearing. When it opens up for the logbook, it'll make some noise. I went ahead and stained it and weathered it a little bit just to kind of make it look a little bit better.
It looks good. How'd you weather that?
With paint.
With paint. Okay.
Airbrush and paint. Sorry, being a jerk. Yeah, just messing around with it, just kind of weathering, hitting the spots that might collect dirt. So yeah. So anyways, I just weathered that there, and then I showed the tombstones last time. That I made. I went ahead and sprayed them with I can't remember the name of it now.
It's like a stone paint, isn't it?
A granite stone paint. And then I took that and then I weathered that as well to make them
really cool.
And then that's going to sit above the tombstone. as well as I did one. I did a whole bunch not knowing what I wanted to do. I did something like this. I didn't know what to put in it. So I just made a whole bunch of different ones trying to figure out what I wanted to end up doing. My thought when I started this was I kind of really want to do a little diorama in a birdhouse.
Right.
So that's where I started. That was what my thought process was. So I went and I got a piece of foam that you get there, and I cut out the casket area. It's going to sit a little bit above the casket. Will sit a little bit above the dirt area, and then I made a spot there that the stone, whichever headstone I'm going to use. Oops, here we go. Will go in, so it'll kind of look like that.
Right.
There, and then I just got to do dirt on this area. So I'm going to do dirt. And then I'm going to have a tree coming up here, maybe some fences around the outside of it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I kind of got motivated. I went to Hobby Lobby and picked this thing up, and it was $22, and then you get the discounts there. So
right.
It wasn't too expensive. And this comes with your grasses and bushes and all the stuff, the little rocks and stuff I'm going to use.
Shrubs and some.
Yeah, exactly. That I'll use to finish it up and actually make it look a lot better. So I'm still going to finish this project and still show it. But unfortunately, my plan was to work on it all weekend, and I ended up getting sick yesterday and was not filling up to it. Of course, I did make it to the hockey game last night. I wasn't going to not go to that. So
I saw that. So a couple comments here. I like this one. So one question before we get to one of the comments is what makes the noise? So that's the coffin that opens, correct?
Yes, yeah. So we went through that last week, but here I'll show you again. I glued this one in now, but it's the Easy Sound modules. Just gotta grab one here. I think this is one here. So these little sound modules here that we have showed many times you can buy on Amazon.
Right.
It's an Easy Sound module that's back there. This one here has a photo cell on it. You can actually add a photo cell. This one came with it. You could buy them with the photo cell or with a button. So this one's a little slightly different, obviously in size, but that's what I end up using inside this. You can see I cut a hole for the photo cell and for the speaker and everything. So once it sees sound, obviously, or sees light, it's going to make the sound. So
right. And then let's see here. Shannon is saying coffee and Elmer's glue makes good fake dirt.
Oh, good. I was actually just watching some YouTube videos. I love. Oh, geez. Okay, I gotta take the thing away from me. I love. I really want to get into doing some more dioramas. I really enjoy watching dioramas being made. And so today I was actually watching a couple of videos on how to make realistic dirt and mud. So I was actually watching that, but I didn't think about the coffee grounds.
Right.
So, and he's just using a PVA glue, I'd imagine, mixing it together, putting it in there. So yeah.
So good
idea. I'm gonna have to write that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make sure I remember that.
Tom says, did anyone else see the spot where the headstone goes as a halo? So your foam that you will show you, bring up the foam. The top, there you go. There, at the top, you saw that as the halo of. I mean, it could be Frankenstein's head.
That's a puzzle guy for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's Frankenstein's head with the halo. That's what it is. That's what I see.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just cut it out with a foam cutter, hot wire cutter, and then all I did was actually press that thing down in there. And then just heated up the little area a little bit, but that's about it. Heated it up a little bit with the heat gun to kind of get some texture in here, just to help out with the dirt texture and the grass. You know, I don't know where I want to go. I something like this, and I'm fairly new at doing dioramas. I thought I'm just going to start out making it just like everything else, and it'll just kind of make progress as I go and change things. So
my question is, when you're watching the video today, so we got a tip there to how to make dirt, but what they used to make the mud? I'm just curious how they do that.
Same type of thing, but they added Oh boy, you're asking me to remember what I watched an hour ago. They added more glue to it to make it look wet. And then afterwards, I think they sprayed it with a glossy spray or put a glossy finish over it, clear finish, to make it look more like it's wet versus dirt.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of stuff. A lot of channels I watch. I mean, if you go on YouTube and you type in dioramas, there's so many.
Oh, yeah.
These guys do amazing jobs on stuff.
YouTube's the number 2 search engine in the world. So that's what it
is. Is it really?
Yeah. Number 1's Google.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. Owned all by Alphabet. Same company. So Pizza Ninja says, you should put Frankenstein in the coffin and his head could be a bison tube with a log inside.
Well, that'd be fun. I wonder if I could print one of those up. I could probably design one and print one up.
So
now just making more work for me now, Pizza Ninja. Come on.
Well, well, go back to our conversation that we had beforehand, but yeah, just trying to help you out. Because I know I've been having a hard time trying to get back into the workshop and trying to do some stuff just because my schedule's been absolutely crazy. So, and then I see another comment up here from Direwolf. Direwolf says, I see you guys make Gadget Talk watch bands.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I'm surprised he saw that. I made this messing around, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
If someone's interested in one, I definitely would make them one.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, that was one I just made messing around.
Okay, so rattle can spray paint on your foam, it should melt it a bit.
That's what most of this is. So I heated it up a bit and it kind of had this texture to it, the lighter, and then the rest is a rattle can. And of course I went outside to spray it because you don't want to be smelling that. But yes, he's right. Most of this up here is I use brown rattle can paint, and that's what made this texture here more of a texture.
Okay.
So I didn't want to put that out there because I don't know how healthy that is for you to be spraying that and breathing that in. That's why I did it outside. So
yeah, that's where I do mine. I do mine outside, and I have a mask on that I use as well.
Usually I use my paint booth for most of the stuff, but something like foam and stuff, I don't know. I wasn't sure.
Right.
So rather be safe.
Okay, so let's talk about what other aspects are you thinking of adding onto this now? Are you still wanting to put it into a birdhouse, or what are you wanting kind of to do with this one now? Are you trying?
I think I'm going to still build a birdhouse for it. My plan is to still build a birdhouse. I'll probably use pine on it and just seal the pine up. You know, the pine itself will last you at least 5 years, I'm sure, if I end up putting it out in the wild. But at this point, pine's a lot cheaper to get than a lot of other products. So, and I don't do a lot of birdhouses, so I don't have really big pieces of wood.
Right.
So my plan is just to probably use pine. I'll still stick it in a birdhouse. Still thinking about black light stuff. Maybe do a moon in the back.
Oh, that would be
with
cool.
The if people haven't seen glow in the dark 3D filament, it glows. This is green. I want to get some blue. Do a moon maybe, and have a UV light in there, and it would make the thing glow.
It would make it glow really bright. That would be cool.
Yes. Yeah. So let me grab a UV. I'll grab this one because it's handy. Probably be a lot stronger than what's there, but it'll show how the filament with UV light really glows.
Yeah. So Lori says it will have to be a spooky haunted birdhouse.
Night cache
versus mine as a shocking one. And mine, it'd be fun as a night cache, but you couldn't do mine at night because the photo sensor wouldn't come off unless they hit it with their flashlight when they're looking inside.
Yeah. So the glow in the dark filament, obviously, if you have it in the light and you shut the lights off, it will glow. But if you use UV light, it makes it glow even more. So if I take my UV light and I stick it over here, I
can see a little bit of a glow there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Go behind it.
I can see it a lot, but on the show, it's hard to see. But
turn
here,
the UV light towards you a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to see. But anyways, it's glowing like a bright green in my shop. So anyway, maybe if I turn some lights off, it would help. But anyways, it glows. It will make it just pop out and glow and be really bright with just a little bit of UV light.
Okay. Let's see.
So I thought about doing that for a moon.
Yeah, I love that idea. I really do. I love the moon. I would love to see it 3D, like you said, 3D printed with some LED on there. That's really cool. The Random Explorer says, built my first Bluebird box gadget cache. That is awesome. Tell us about it. Put it in the comment.
What's
send us a picture of it.
Bluebird box?
Yeah, send us a picture of it. So, and then if you send it either, if you can, email it to us really quick if you have a picture of it or anything, because we'd love to bring it up on here here in a few minutes, because we'd love to see it if you allow us to. But you can email it to us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com real quick, and we'd love to see that picture of your gadget. I mean, that's awesome. Congratulations on your first birdhouse gadget cache. Chad's only made one birdhouse gadget cache, I think, and did it here on the show about 3-4 months
the birdhouse I made. Yeah. Yes, I've made one.
Yeah, made one. Of course, I do a lot of them. But yeah, so that's awesome. Congratulations. Love to see what you did. So email us once again at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. Would love to see it.
So Bluebird must just be the type of bird. So they have a certain type of house, I guess.
Right.
I'm thinking.
Romacat, Doug says, love the luminescent moon idea.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. And it would really show. I'll have to, when I have that up, I'll have to turn the lights off.
Right.
And show it. And that UV light's really bright, obviously. I'll be using one LED, and it'll probably be easier to see because it won't be so bright that's shining on it.
Right. Oh, I'm looking back here. You have your screen canister back.
Oh yeah, I went and picked up most of my stuff from that from my event I had.
Yeah, I have it up there.
The screen canister, the battle droid's back. I have a bunch of stuff back. It's sitting in the other room, trying to organize and clean out and get rid of stuff and redo. It's amazing how much stuff you end up with.
It is. And
building all this stuff.
It is. It really is. And all the different scrap that you end up getting. And you don't necessarily want to throw the scrap away because we can figure out something to do with that scrap eventually. But until
I'm a hoarder, so I don't throw stuff away as it is.
I don't throw a lot of wood stuff. I have a whole pile next to my house that my wife's going, what are you going to do with that? I don't know, but if I ever need it, I have it out there. You know what the price of wood is right now? Anyway.
Well, you've seen on the show where I have carts full of stuff, parts carts and stuff, and someone will mention something and, I have one of those.
Yep.
Don't know if I'd ever use it for something, but I just happen to have it. And that happens all the time when I'm building something. I'm like, I need, I want something to look like this. And I go through my parts cart and I'm like, this will work. Yeah. So you never know.
You never know, but maybe we should have an intervention group. And there's probably a bunch of us in here in the chat and everything that may need to have this intervention group of us saying, why do we need to throw our scrap wood away? I mean, I still have scrap wood from when you guys were building the guitar in my garage. So,
geez. I actually threw a whole bunch away 2 weeks ago from when I cut out all the CoinFest coffins.
Right.
I had a bunch of pieces, and there's little pieces that I'm like, I could probably use that for something. And finally I was like, I had 50 pieces of these sheets of these there, and I'm like, I just gotta throw them away.
Do you have any of those
they'll be sitting here forever.
Made right now? Do you have any of those put together?
Yeah. Because
we've never shown that.
This is
that's a little bit different one. It's bigger. Isn't it?
I stained it, and it's a little bit bigger. So that's why this is probably not a good example. So I actually had a couple of cashers, and if you have a coffin and you stained it or painted it, let me know. Send us the photo. I want to share them. I had a couple people already send me photos, and I need to share them. So I thought, I'm going to do my own. So I thought pink would be a good color for the coffin, and then I painted the.
Oh, that looks really cool.
The names in all black. So I love the stain that I use here when you're staining wood, and you can actually water it down and you can dilute the stain quite a bit. I liked more of the pink stain on it.
Right. Especially with the theme that they went with. That looks really cool. Mm-hmm. As a little bit of, I've got to see the skulls there as you're putting it in.
Yeah, I was messing around. I did one without the black writing, and I didn't like it as much.
Yeah, I like the black better as well.
So did I. But the stain, if anybody's interested, and then I clear coat it, which makes it obviously seals it up. If anybody needs and likes or wants a good stain to use that's really vibrant colors, I like this. I have a whole bunch. I think I have like 24 different colors in this. But it's called unicorn spit. So it's amazing.
I drink when you said that.
The name, actually, I love the name. I think that's a great name. But most of their stuff is really, really bright colors.
Okay.
And so this is the pink that I used with them. The one thing I always thought was kind of funny is it doesn't say anywhere on the bottle what color it is. I was looking at them to see exactly the color because one's supposed to be rust and one's brown.
Right.
And there's no color. So it's very interesting. But anyways, unicorn spit, it's great stain. I really, really like it. I use it a lot. Right. I used it also on this coffin here. So I watered down the brown quite a bit. And then on the inside, I didn't water down the gray at all.
Okay.
And painted that in there. And I used a foam brush to put it in. So
all right. So Just Finding Our Way says it's very rare stuff. And Gary says he had warm unicorn spit for dessert tonight. That sounds not appetizing whatsoever.
Sorry, I was listening. Tricasius says his son's a partner in the garbage business, so he brings him lots of things that I could use. Did you? I don't know if you mentioned that. I just saw it. Yeah. That's funny. That'd be really well. A lot of people see what I do, and actually, I don't think I showed. I was going to show Tricasius when he was here. The building that I had the event at, I have these rooms full of stuff that I could possibly use and not use, and we have tenants that move out and leave stuff, and that's really bad for me.
I know you've sent me pictures of stuff before. I'm like,
if
you can get it here. So,
yeah, Gary said he had some unicorn spit.
That's
for dessert tonight.
Yeah, I know that doesn't sound very appetizing at all. He says it's good over ice.
Was it warm?
Over ice too. I don't know what that is.
Yuck.
Probably something bubblegum flavored gel something. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. So if anybody also, I want to know, because there's so many different products out there. If you use a certain stain that you really like or a paint, share it with us. I'd love to see it and try it out and see what I like. That's the stain I really, really like. And then paints. You have a certain paint you like for your airbrushes.
Well, yeah, I kind of bounce between. I'm still trying to find the one that I really, really like. By the way, the Random Explorer sent that email, Chad, so we can bring those pictures up in a minute.
Oh, great. The paint I like for my airbrushes, real quick.
I'm trying to remember which one it is, and I have a couple different ones I have.
Yeah. I like, for a lot of stuff, the Pro line, and it's really good for plastic, but which I do a lot of painting on acrylics and everything, is this Pro line paint here, and it actually has a metal bead in it, and you don't have to thin it.
Oh wow, yeah.
Or have metal ball bearing for mixing it and stuff. So I like that for my airbrushing.
Yeah, I have a couple different ones. I have I have opaque, but then I also have some translucent paint that I've used. I have some metallic, which I haven't done a lot with metallic. Some of them I do have to kind of thin down a little bit. And then I had this one, definitely had it was the UV, my UV light, UV paint. I did have to thin those down to be able to use those. But it depends on what project you're kind of doing, what I want to do with it. The translucent does a really nice blend on stuff, so that one's a lot of fun. If you don't want it to be super thick, you can kind of have just traces of it to look in there. So Chronically Tired Mom says you can use unicorn.
I was reading that,
but don't drink its blood. You'll live a half life, a cursed life. So that's I'd love to hear what different ones use as well. How many of you all are doing airbrushing on your caches? That would be really cool. Would love to see that. So yeah. What have you got? Did you get those pictures, Chad?
Oh, he actually sent them to me.
Yeah, you guys talk. For some reason, it didn't get forward to me through that. Usually I get them as well, but I didn't see them come through. Oh, because I think I might have it might be connected to my Gmail one, which I don't have on this computer. Yeah, and I know that Chronic Guitar Mom is also a Harry Potter nerd or geek. Would you prefer geek or nerd? I'm like a sci-fi geek, not necessarily a nerd, but yeah, those would be some fun. I know you've created a Harry Potter theme cache. Those are really a lot of fun. Have you created a Harry Potter theme cache yet, Chad?
No, I've actually thought about it. Using a wand to access it, using an RFID on the end of it, or something like that, or you have to get inside and find the wand, and inside you have to. It would be kind of cool if you had a bigger area where you had all these different boxes to access, and you had to use the wand to get the right one.
Right.
You can even put a magnet tip on the end of the wand, I guess, technically, and use it. But I think the RFID would be cool,
like a reed switch. I saw a really cool. This guy made this really cool. It was a Harry Potter desk. I was on TikTok. That he had wands that you'd actually have to use to get into certain drawers into it. It was like it was like a corner desk. It was really cool. So all right, here we go. You ready? Let's see what we got. All right, so yeah, that looks okay.
So
that's the Bluebird box.
That's the Bluebird box, and then
you can tell it's a geocache because it has that hole there, but it's filled in.
Let's see. I'm not as quick at you as you on doing these things here.
It's okay.
I actually sent it to you as well.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Jeez.
It actually has Bluebird eggs. Has little eggs in there.
Yeah, I saw that. It has little eggs. I'm working on getting that sent or over on the screen. I'm not. This whole tech stuff is crazy. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, okay, so you can see the eggs there on that one.
Right.
So that one's really cool. And then there's the one there that has looks like a code, maybe
3012. Yeah. Yep. I don't want to say it out loud. But
yeah, just thinking the same thing.
You can see it. All right, so that's just gonna leave it that way.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So if you go back to this one here, obviously there's something you must look at in here, or is that just an opening? The gadget cache. So
there's something. If you go back to the one picture where you're seeing the inside, there's something with the perch. It looks like. I don't want to reveal too much, but the mechanism looks different than some of the stuff that I've seen.
Okay, there's a lock code there.
Right.
There's the battery there. Looks like a 9-volt battery.
Does the lock code
looks like a lockbox inside here.
Right. So it opens up the side.
It opens this up, and then you can pull this box out, it looks like. So
right, and that's upside down. So that's the roof there.
And there's a wire here that comes in here. I don't know if that's a button there. But that also looks like that looks like that could be a reed switch, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a reed switch.
That's pretty cool. Well, I don't want to give his.
I don't either. Just looking at the stuff on this.
This looks like the backside of a combination lock almost. If you're looking at it here, we're trying to back engineer his thing here.
I think you were close with the button, maybe. And that one picture where it showed the combination, that may be the combination for that there. Now remember, you're looking at this and it's upside down. So, but I like that design. Nice and clean. Good job.
Yeah. So it looks like the backside of one of these code.
Martin says
that looks like the backside of this. Here with the battery almost.
Yeah, he says
I don't know if that's one of these latches.
Yeah, the Random Explorer says it's a. Go ahead and show that again. That's what it looks like. It looks like a reed switch.
And then, but this doesn't have a battery on the backside. But it has it on this side. I don't know.
Yeah, it does look like.
Anyways,
It's the combo for the travel bug box. So so it's a travel bug hotel.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so that's upside down. It almost looks like a doorbell too.
It could be cool. I'd love to see how it works, but I also, if he's going to place it out there, I don't want to
Right. But
to give
nicely
away
done.
his.
Love the way this. And I like the eggs. And there's, of course, those could be sitting in the bottom or wherever you're going to have that. That looks really cool.
That's really fun. Now, I guess he probably doesn't have to say it. Martin Jones says it's a booby trap.
Yeah.
Not sure who one of those wires. If he's willing to share, what state is that going to go out in?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Cool to know.
That'd be great. State, country, wherever you're at. So, but nicely done. Congratulations. What a great first birdhouse gadget build. Really, really cool. And then I'd also, maybe we should have Random Explorer come on sometime. We'll talk to him about the inspiration of how he got the idea for that. That'd be really cool because I haven't seen one like that. So that's really cool.
I just got a video from someone, so let me see.
This is the stuff. Alabama. Ooh, that's close to me. Okay, we're in Alabama. How far from Memphis are you? Let's go that direction because I don't know. I might have to come down and find it. So I love finding gadget caches. There's actually, believe it or not, and this is really great for those that are going to be coming to Cache Fest. I have been seeing a boom of new, Cache Fest, not Gadget Fest. Maybe that might be
not Coin Fest, Cache Fest.
Yeah, I know, but I think I called it Gadget Fest.
No, you said Cache Fest.
Did I say Cache Fest? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we need to have a Gadget Fest. But Cache Fest. So we've coming out for Cache Fest. I have seen a big boom of a lot of new caches in the area going up, which is great because that was something that we were saying that the game board here in Memphis needed to be refreshed before people get more people out here again. So that was partially one of the goals that we had. Houston Dave said, Catch Fest? Yes, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. I'd be in for that.
I would too. So, all right. Let's see here. I'm trying. Did you get the video?
Well, it's funny is it popped up that I got a video, but it's not showing up on anything.
It may still be downloading. Marshall County, Alabama. Okay. Now I got to Google that. I don't know where that's at.
Oh, here it goes. Now it took a while for my phone. It showed I had a video, but it was taking a while for my computer to show that I had some.
So yeah,
but it's not showing anything attached.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see anything attached to that video, to that email.
Trying to see how far. Okay. All right. My daughter, except not this year, has a dance competition that's close to there. They're not doing it at that location this year. So, but I have to go through there. I'll have to, if it's there when I go back to going caching next year, I will be driving through that area. So that's awesome. I will make a road trip for that one to then. So I'll put it on the list. So send us the GC code once you get it out there, and we'll put it on a watch list, and we'll be able to watch it.
So Doug, you might have brought one over this. Doug Fest.
Well, if he's bringing 50, it might be as well as be called Doug Fest.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if he's going to bring 50, I'd love to find 50 of his caches. He does an amazing job, just like so many other people here.
Oh, so much fun.
I would love to find them.
During Cache Fest, Doug and several of my patrons came out, and we came to the house, and we grilled and everything like that. But Doug brought out some of his gadgets. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun getting to kind of sitting around the dining room table, getting to play those.
Doug Fest. Gary's going to go.
I'd go to Doug Fest.
So that's in Texas, I guess, right?
That's going to have to be around Fort Worth. That's where it's going to have to be.
I just left there.
Doug's got a whole trail there, so
And then we'll have to have a Chad Fest, right?
Yeah,
We'll have to go to
Fest,
Gilby
yeah.
for that.
Well, I think that's just Chad Fest / Gilby Gone Wild. Chronically Tired Minds have turned to Doug Fest too for sure.
That's fun. So, we might have to make an event.
Yeah, might be a new event. It's going to be called Doug Fest.
So let me look back at my email and see if that. So Charlie sent that email, but it's not showing anything attached. No video attached or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to forward it to you, Derek, just to see if maybe I just don't know how to drive a computer.
Okay. Yeah, I've got this. I got your email now, so I'm looking at it. Okay, I got the video. Let me see if I get it.
So yeah, that would be. I'd love to see the video on how this thing works.
Did you attach the video to it?
I sent you exactly what you sent me. I didn't see any attachments.
Okay. Hey, Charlie, I'm going to send you an email real quick. Just attach it to this one, and just reply back because I'd love to see this video too. All right, let's see here. So this is kind of stuff that we like doing on Gadget Talk. I know we're doing the spooky stuff tonight, and we kind of showed what we have, and I'll show mine again. Those that joined us late, because it'll be real quick. But but this is kind of stuff like showing other people, seeing different caches and things. So this is always really fun. So okay, here we go.
He says he needs to redo the video. I'm not sure. If he can't do it this time, then we're on next November 13th. We can show it then too as well.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Next time we're going to be on, and Charlie, send it to me as well.
Yeah. Okay. Houston, Texas. Dave here said make shirts for Doug Fest. That'd be fun.
That would be, yeah.
And Doug said he would teach everybody how to do the Dougie, and then go straight to jail. But cool. Well, that'd be fun. I would attend a Doug Fest. I wish I wasn't so far up in this top corner. I wish I was more centralized.
Oh,
to have an event for some stuff.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a few events that happen up there too. So, all right. So yeah, November 13th is the next time we're going to be doing a Gadget Talk. So when we are still working on what we're going to be doing for that one. If you have any ideas of something that we might, will be able to show or do, no, hopefully Chad will have his diorama ready for that one. So we'll be able to see kind of how the finished diorama has come together. So we'd love to see that. And then if you have an idea, go ahead and put it in the chat. If something that we can probably do or show how to do, would love to be able to do that. Because like I said, if there's a technique or something like that we've done before and you want kind of a refresher on it, or you want to see how to do it, or if there's something that you've seen in the cache, send us a picture and we might be able to show you how that was done. We'll reverse engineer it, kind of like what we were doing with Charlie's cache here real quick, just kind of looking at it and seeing what they did and figuring it out. That is definitely a read switch.
Are you watching the video?
No, I'm not watching the video. I'm just looking at the picture that you sent me.
Oh. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah,
maybe
so
not,
next...
Maybe not. Maybe it's not, because the read switch... I don't know. We'll hopefully we'll see it in the stuff. All right, so here's what stuff the turkey diorama Gadget cache for Thanksgiving.
Stuff the turkey diorama.
Well, because Thanksgiving November 13th, and so we're on the 13th and the 28th, so or the 27th. That's the weekend after Thanksgiving too. So, I mean, do we go with a Thanksgiving themed for here in the U.S.? That's a hard one though. That would definitely be a diorama.
I don't know how I'd end up doing that. I mean, the logbook could be in the back of a turkey, but I'll think of something.
Okay, so
I know we have a bunch of stuff. We still have those caches to build with the puzzle guys.
Yeah,
we have so much stuff that we have kind of skipped over. We started.
We gotta get back into it with everything going on with my schedule and everything. So yeah. Okay, so let me show mine again. Those that have just joined back in late and didn't get to see it. I'll show it before I put the door on, so you can kind of see. Well, give me a second as I put it back together real quick. So I kind
of put it back together. You're fine. And then we can. I don't know if we should do a special Christmas type of cache or not. That'd be kind of fun. Make lights that I had one that was a holiday cache that actually used to have the Christmas lights and all that stuff in it. So
right. I remember you talking about that one.
That would be, we could always do something like that for Christmas, or do a Christmas style birdhouse. That'd be fun. We should plan on like a Christmas style birdhouse.
Okay, so this one I did the locking latches on the side of both sides, and the reason why I was saying I did that is because I was using a template that I used to use, and with the height of the screen box or the electrical box that I put inside here, it needed to have the height in the back. So, but what you do, you just kind of latch it, and you're actually going to pull the entire door off. And it'll go off. I'm going to kind of move this away from it for a second. Because I know it's really loud.
It woke me up. That's okay.
All right, yeah. So this is so you can see it in here, and it's just got the photo sensor up here at the top, which is, you can kind of see it right there, and then the logbook will go right here. And I was talking earlier about how maybe, the simple change would be moving that photo sensor and actually putting it inside the logbook, so they'd see it and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't work. Oh well, it's just kind of cool, kind of neat little thing." And then when they open this up, then it goes off. So it would be something that you can kind of add that little extra scare shock factor to it, pun intended. So yeah, so that can kind of do that. The other idea that we had was just like any other, we talked about putting maybe a magnet on here, and actually the logbook would be on a nano in here on the side. So there was just a lot of different little ideas that we're kind of playing around with it. I went with this one just because I thought this would be the easiest, and you could have a little bit more of a logbook in here. And if you wanted to, I guess you could put swag in here, but I don't know if you'd want to, just because it's pretty open. But this is a simple cedar planking is what this was. And I just had this kind of laying around my shop, already cut out. So I just kind of put it together for this one. So just kind of a real brief highlight of that one again.
That's great. Engineer 42 here has an idea for a Christmas cache.
Okay.
He says, Christmas puzzle must make the Grinch's heart grow to open the box. That could be as simple as one of those heart balloons that you blow into or something.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to use. I have these little air pumps.
Would you use a clear one and have like a heart-shaped acrylic thing? Then when it does it, it would.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you can actually see it as you do it.
That's cool. I wonder if. So I have these little. We're going way off on a tangent here, but yeah, this is what we do. Come on, that's what makes it fun. I have so much stuff in here.
Or maybe a light up heart. Okay, so Tom said, or maybe a light up heart.
Oh yeah, a light up heart would be cool. That'd almost be like the screen cache. Where
that's what I was thinking. It's almost the screen cache.
You can make it be a heart or something. Yeah, or at the very top of the heart.
Maybe you have to tap it a certain way to make it open up to do that. So,
well, I have an air pump that's a blood pressure cuff pump, little tiny thing, and you could also do it so if you had a sound module, you have to make noise or something, and the pump would turn on and pump up to heart or something. But I don't know. You could even use a bicycle pump or something. There's all kinds of stuff you could do, I guess. So I like the LED idea.
Right. Pump a red liquid. If it leaks, it fits Halloween. Engineer 42 was saying. And then also, Chronically Tired Mom said Nightmare Before Christmas one. So you could do that one too. So, hey, Gary, give me a thumbs up. Are you wanting to come on real quick to make a quick announcement or something? Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I have a feeling of what I know what this announcement is, but Gary's going to join us real briefly because we're right at the end of the show, but we're going to make a really quick announcement, or he's going to make a real quick announcement. And I bet it's about Podcast of Hope.
Actually, it wasn't, but I can mention Podcast of Hope too. But,
It wasn't.
So Podcast of Hope, real quick, the schedule for Podcast of Hope is pretty much set. Joshua and I and anyone else on our network team wants to join. We will be doing which Josh always laughs at this. We're doing a show about it. We're going to do a show about the show. So we're going to do a show where we're going to reveal all of the guests, the all-star lineup for December 3rd, Podcast of Hope. That's coming up pretty soon. I got to get with Josh. We got to work that out. Incredible lineup. So that really excited for that. Don't forget to buy your coins for kids. Yep. I got all
Those
three
are going
of them right
pretty
here.
fast too, aren't they?
They're going well. So definitely get you sets of that. But I wanted to engineer something on the.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Gary showed him too. Yeah, he beat me to it.
No, you're good. I wanted to engineer something on the fly because of the way the scheduling is. 12/3, which is a Saturday night, will be the 7th annual Podcast of Hope. Puzzle Talk will be that Tuesday. Challenge Talk will be the 11th, and the 18th was originally going to be just a standard geocache talk. But would you guys like to do a week before Christmas gadget show instead?
We could do our annual, Chad. What to buy a gadget builder?
Yeah, we could do that
because we've done that for the last year. Some new tools and stuff like that. Maybe that we started using. What for those last minute gift ideas for the gadget builder?
Yep, it'll be 7 days before Christmas, so that will be
last minute. Like I said,
perfect.
last minute ideas for the gadget builder.
All right. So
I'll be Amazon links.
I'll let you get back to your show, but all right.
That was the 18th then.
That'll be worked. Yeah, the 18th. I'm changing it in the schedule to be a gadget talk night. So
December 18th.
And then the
25th. I wrote this stuff down so I don't forget.
Gadget build tools.
We're actually a lot more organized than this. Gary actually has a big docs list with our schedules and stuff on it. So people watching this, we're really not that unorganized.
No,
not
I'm usually scheduled out about 2 or 3 months. So yeah, this works out great. But I thought about it. I want to jump on and make sure everybody knows that we want to have a gadget show before Christmas, and this works out perfect. So
right. Can you, okay, one more time. What's the date of our Podcast of Hope?
POH.
Podcast of Hope is from 4 p.m. to midnight on Central Standard Time. So change the schedule accordingly for yourself. And that is December 3rd. It's a Saturday afternoon / evening. So to spill a couple beans, obviously Brian will be back. Brian Roth is going to be back for Podcast of Hope. He's been on the last 2 or 3 times, and I'm not going to share any others. Those are the we've got an incredible.
What,
lineup.
you're not going to spill beans?
No,
is this really Gary that's on
Brian?
Here's the beans so people can start getting ready. How much? What's our goal this year?
We're going to raise 12. We're praying for $12,000. So that's our goal for this year.
And we were one of the largest raisers, right? For them, fundraisers for them last year.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff downstairs from them.
Yeah. Derek will have to show us some of those things, but we are going to have somebody on from St. Jude. I won't share any more than that, but we're excited that we're going to have an actual person from St. Jude who is going to be part of our Podcast of Hope.
That's awesome.
And a lot of other incredible guests for that night, and our usual antics. So it's going to be a great night.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
and giveaways for people that donate and everything.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Lots of giveaways. Yeah. We always, in fact, people give instead of giving all their money that they want to give to St. Jude that night, they instead of giving it in one donation, they split it between 8 hours so they could have an entry in each hour, because there's always really cool stuff. I don't know if Tom was the first person to do that, but whoever's been doing that, it's really a neat idea to do, because if you have an entry that hour, then you have a chance to win some great prizes. So we encourage that, and looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great night.
Yeah. And to answer X, yeah, I know. I got to get onto the website and change stuff. It's just been super crazy with everything. I start working at FedEx, and every client that I've had came out of the woodwork, and I'm like, where have you been for the last 8 months? So, yeah, everybody came out. So yeah, I'm trying to get back into getting that. Hopefully this week I'll get the website up with the new schedule. So, all right, Gary. Hey, I think Chad and I are actually done. So we made it.
I'll just
made it to an
sit
hour.
back and watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all did a great job.
Thank you. All right, I'm kicking you out of the show now. Bye. All right. So, all right. So once again, if you have an email, want to send us a gadget cache that you've built, just like Charlie did, you can always email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com, or you can always send us. Actually, what I'm going to say, you can email it, or you can always find us on Instagram at Gadget Talk Podcast and send it that way as well. I would love to see it. If you ever want to come on and actually just to completely do a show and tell, send us an email at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll have you on, and you'll get to share that on there. Don't forget Podcast of Hope, December 3rd. And next time that we will be on here will be November 13th. And we will let you know how the Thanksgiving themed gadget cache will be coming.
And I do want to mention that we do have a new site to buy the gadget kits on. It's GadgetAcademyBuilds.com.
GadgetAcademyBuilds.com. Oh, okay. Good deal. Good to know.
So it should be pretty simple.
Yeah, we'll add a link to that later on somewhere. So, but want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I know we kind of were a little scattered, but we made it, and it was fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing your finished cache, Chad.
Yeah. Chandran says he wants to come on for Tool Talk sometime. Oh, we can make that happen.
Yeah, maybe Shannon can come on for the December 18th one. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be in contact with you. My agent will be in contact with your agent.
Yeah. We'll get together on that. So, but all right, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you on November 13th. Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.